Okay, we're just getting ready to cross the old Navaho Bridge was built in 1929, and we're crossing on the new Navajo Bridge built in 1995. And you can walk across that bridge now, so we'll do that in a little bit. That's the Colorado River below.
Can't even see it. Okay, so there is a California condor flying over there. It just flew right over everybody's head, and there it is.
Oh, it roosted on the bridge.
So now it is
under the bridge.
On the top of the arch under the bridge. And if we can get together here, maybe I'll zoom in enough.
Whoops.
See the darn thing. Well, for Christ's sakes.
Or maybe when he takes off.
Yeah, it was in the...
I see it.
Yeah. There we go. So there we go. There is the California condor.
And if he takes off, my battery's so low, it'll be right at that moment, I'm sure.
But he just flew within 10 feet of me on this bridge.
There's another one just flew under the bridge, Jeff.
This bridge or that one?
Just flew under us.
No, it's not coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Here it comes under the bridge. Over this way. Maybe. Nope.
I think it's just teasing us.
Yeah. Alright, well, my phone.
Here's the little payment kiosk. All visitors must stop and pay here, but the stupid kiosk doesn't work right, and you can't navigate it and get to what you need. It's kind of pretty here. It gets us closer to that rock we saw earlier, the little square spire there, and over here to these rocks here. It's very backlit by the sky. Okay, So we're just gonna drive up there, you know, to heck with it, and when we see a ranger, we'll just say, hey, you know, that kiosk of yours doesn't work. And if we can pay up there, we will. But we got a senior pass. We're supposed to be able to go through here without issue. All right. Well, these rocks are pretty interesting. Rock there.
Lower.
I've already got this. There's another one.
Get it on the way out. Coming back out this way?
We have to.
I don't know.
Yes, we have to. Features on the side of the mountain there with all the
gradations of water.
Yeah, the water that's flowed around and cut in up there. Got kind of the same thing over here too. It's a pretty high peak there. Try and spend the night here in the Lee's Ferry Campground. Yeah, it looks like a nice enough campground down here in the belly of the Grand Canyon.
Okay, maybe we can just go get one and come back here.
I put together the cat's play cube and tunnel, and I think they are enjoying it. See the view that they're looking at? Spoiled kitties. Archibald, hey, Arch. I guess he stepped in something. He's got to lick his foot off. Puppy. Puppy. Psst, psst. Everybody knows their name. Popsicle. Popsicle.
What? Got a bird?
Good boy. Oh yeah. It's just like a lion in a little cage. Okay. But there's what the kitties are looking at there. They have that beautiful view.
And the sun shining on the upper mountains.
And they have frequent flyers, birds going by. That is the exciting thing. Bird? Did you say bird? Let's see, this is also an experiment in energy creation. It's the world's first kitty-powered tokamak to create cat fusion. Here's a night lapse video that we made. It was beer o'clock, so we're just sitting, taking it easy, cooling off for the evening, and enjoying the view. And here we are at the Lee's Ferry Campground, National Forest Service Campground, down on the Colorado River. That's the Rangers station over there. Let's just zoom in a little bit and say hi to Mr. Ranger Sir. It's got a nice little place to live, that's for sure. Then down here, that is the Colorado River, and as I understand it, This is one of the only places that you can drive down to get to the river. So up around the corner there, we're going to just drive up there and see if we can see the remains of the original Lee's Ferry from the early 1900s, late 1800s. But yeah, very cool. We were camped here. I did a night lapse that didn't especially produce anything fabulous, but I'll put it in this next video anyway. What the hey. And these are more of the mountains around us, and now you're kind of seeing some of the camping sites next to us. I'm on a 7200 lens, so I don't have wide angle right now. All right, let me pause this. We're going to be heading out of here now. All right, so we are down here by the Colorado River in Glen Canyon. You can camp down here apparently, but you have to have a Grand Canyon back areas permit. So we were just up there where the corner is, corner of the river, and so we're gonna go up that road to the lonely Dell Orchard Ranch and take a look. Oh yeah, so what I was gonna say is, if you look at this hillside here, you can see a cut along there, and I believe that is part of the road they made to get people down from the south side. So we got very fine sand here that I'm walking across, and I'm going to be right down here next to the Colorado River. There's a bird there. I like those birds. They have long tails. It doesn't look like they trust me none too much either. Alright, you could go swimming here. Just be careful, don't get out into the rapids, you'll be screwed. There, over there, that's a better swimming beach. It's a little farther back in. It's shallow here, it goes out about 30 feet. So you can see the truck camper there, and then on the hill behind it is the campground, and you can just walk from the campground down here, or you can drive down and park. Okay, so I think that covers this. Got a ferocious redhead approaching, so I will pause this for a minute. But yeah, very cool, the layers of rocks and just the way they are over there. Very interesting. Okay, so we're looking across the river here, and we're gonna go up. There's that white rock on the hill, and just above that is where you can see right center frame where they put the rocks. Yes. And so right along there you see that cut from the hillside, and that's the road that they used to take to get down here. Okay, we're just gonna take some pictures of the rocks here. What?
You may turn your truck off.
Nah.
Enjoy the actual peace of nature.
I'm at peace with nature now. I hardly see things in here. All right. Here are some cinnamon rolls, Pillsbury Doughboy, that we made, and what we did is we took a bunch of apples and pecans, fried them up in butter with some cinnamon brown sugar, and then cooked the cinnamon rolls over that, and it was very good. This here is a Jeff Benedict with ham and other goodies. This is a dinner we made with Italian sausage, some Italian white sauce and other goodies in there. This is at the Navajo Bridge Visitor Center. There's the Visitor Center, and you can see the old bridge and the new bridge. There is the reader board about Lee's Ferry. You can pause and read that if you want. And here is can't read it, you can pause and read that. So here are the bridges, the new one on the right, old one on the left, and you can walk out and across the old bridge. There is the old bridge, and you can see it anchored into the cliffside, and the new bridge also anchored into the cliffside on the other side, actually on both sides. And this is just another view of it, the new bridge. So there is me walking out onto the old bridge. Looks like I have it all to myself. And there is the Colorado River below. It's got kind of a intense green color to it. Very clear, very smooth. And when the camera is zoomed, you can see down into it. I was trying to spot any fish, but they were elusive and hiding from me. And that is the new bridge, looking at the river underneath it, up through Glen Canyon. Second picture of the new bridge, and you can see the vegetation down along the bottom. These are a bunch of locks that people put out there with love notes and other sayings on them, and they're people just lock them to chains that are in the middle of the bridge. And there's yours truly, yes, I need a shave, and the amazing Kelly herself. So another picture of the canyon and the river. There you can see some of the sand in the river bed below. And there is a little bit of a rapid right under the bridge there, so it kind of gives some definition to the water and gives an idea of the speed of the flow. This is an interesting rock in view from the bridge. And these are some of the big boulders that have come down the hills and rolled. We are coming up onto the Lee's Ferry Campground now. And we stayed there for a couple of days, really enjoyed it. There is the Colorado River off in the background, and this here is a look at the campground. There's a couple of, about 5 campsites all the way down at the bottom there that have great river views. Hard to get though. That's the road in out. That's just one of the flowers that you see growing around the area. Here's another variety of flower. I'm not sure if it's the same bush or 2 bushes in the same spot with the reds and the oranges, but it was a pretty color combination. So here's the truck, and I was experimenting with the panoramic view on the camera and came out with an interesting distortion of the truck. Here is a map of the Lee's Ferry Campground, and you can pause, look at that. There's our campsite, and these have these kind of easy made little sun shields, windshields. So there's Poppy and Archie spying out the window. I think that we were having sandwiches, and they were very interested in what it was that we were eating. There were also the black birds that were flying around, and boy, were the cats interested in that. Yeah, that's definitely looking at birds there. So here's another picture of the Colorado River, the road, the mountains in the background, or the canyon walls. And here is looking south at the end of the campground over the river. And a similar view, just a little more to the west. Nice campground, though. Highly recommend it. No electricity, but very nice place to stay and hang out. So one more shot of the canyon, I guess. And one more shot of the canyon, I guess. They're all different pictures, just slightly different angle. There are the clouds on the cliff sides now. So here are the guys. We put them outside in their cube and tunnel. And so they're just, being buddies with each other. Very cute picture there. So we're going to attach the tunnel here in a minute, and that will give them more room to roam or feel like they have roaming space. But it's always nice to get them outside, and we're protective cat parents. We don't let them out unattended. And there is another picture of the road looking down towards the actual Lee's Ferry area. And then there is a campsite there. And this is the road from the campsite, camp area. And so these are the black birds on the dumpster that the cats are so interested in. They seem to be zipping in and out past our campsite for some reason. That was the path that they were taking, so it was a happy day for the cats. There, now you see I've got the tunnel connected to the cube, and it worked out pretty good. It's not much, but it's enough to make it interesting for them. They were able to walk around and feel like they had their own space. So there's just kind of more looking at the mountains, and here's the kitties again. Poppy's on the pillow. Archie's looking at Poppy. He's trying to figure out, how come you get the pillow and I don't? Now they're both looking at me. You see the gate is open there. I'm reaching in to give them free pets. So now they're trying to share the pillow, but Poppy has no shame. She will hog that pillow for herself. So there's a little prickly pear cactus flower. And another one. Looks like quite a few little bugs on it. So there's just a lot of beauty in the desert. You just have to find it. And there's the guys again. Now they're starting to bite at the netting, thinking they can bust out. So now we have the sunset is coming in. The shadow is moving up the mountain. And we're just about fully shaded in now for the evening. There you go, fully shaded in. We've lost the brilliant colors of the rocks. So Kelly just loves finding interesting rocks, and those were her prizes for the day. That lower cloud looks like an old airplane. And there is me giving Archie some hugs. And Archie's looking like, get me out of here. He's a good guy. He's a good buddy. And so there is the moonrise. You can see that it's a crescent moon. A little wider of an angle. And it looks like it's getting closer to that mountaintop. Okay, so we had some neighbors came in next to us, took a picture of it, and then they decided that they weren't going to stay. But we were going to be splitting this morning ourselves. Have places to go, things to do, people to see. And the campground, it empties out a bit every day. New people coming and going. There's a truck camper there. And we had a nice camp spot. We did have a good view of the river from where we were. Not all the campsites have a good view. And there's another look down at the south side of the campground again. That's where some of the best view sites are. So here's some more boulders that have rolled down the mountains, the cliff sides, and come to a rest. In millions of years, potentially these will also become balanced rocks on pedestals like some of the other ones in here. I like that rock there, how it has those hole formations in it. And you can see it on this and that too. So up here, this is where the dump station is. And then we're looking at the mountain with clouds around it. There is the Lee's Ferry boat launch where all the rafts go. So now we're at the balanced rock here where millions of years ago those rocks came down and all the ground eroded away except for where it was most sheltered under the rock. And they figure it's been about 18 million years that it took to form that pedestal under the rock. And there's a couple of them around the area there too. Very interesting. Going into that Lee's Ferry campground, there's a lot of neat stuff in there to take a look at. And if you're a good hiker, there's plenty of places to hike and see too. So you see a couple of the pedestal rocks there. I think there's 3 in view. So I think we're just about done with the pedestal rock pictures now. And these are boulders that rolled down the hill. They're obviously newer ones. There's no pedestal under them. And the road goes right between them. It's such a neat drive through there. So many unusual things to look at and think about. How did this get that way? So some of these mountainsides have erosion that is very similar to the Castle Rock formations. Castle Rock, that is another video here. And there is the sign as we are leaving Lee's Ferry. A little closer look at it. Notice the colors in the rocks. I think those are the Vermilion Hills, if I remember right. That's Marble Canyon. Then Marble Canyon Lodge behind to the right. And so I think these are called the Vermilion Hills. And if you get there in the morning, that is when you'll get your best pictures of it, because the sun will be hitting it low and straight on. The day we were there, there's a lot of cloud formations, and it just made for an interesting sky too. This here is an interesting spot. These are some more of the rocks, pedestal rocks, and you see the one to the right there. There was actually someone at some time had piled up rock under it and tried to make a living area under the rock. There you see those formations on the hill. Those look like the Castle Rocks. Same kind of a water erosion going on there. And so you see these here pedestal rocks in that area. Cliff Dwellers. I think that was just like one of the little township designations along the way. You see the green plants and trailers in the background would be Cliff Dwellers. Kaibab National Forest. We're heading up into that, and that is a cool spot to be. Right now we're looking back across the valley. Way off straight center in the distance is where Glen Canyon would be, and this is all part of the greater Grand Canyon area. There's a what do they call that? Like a land roamer, earth roamer type of a vehicle. The name escapes me. There's the truck at the scenic area overlook. So we've got some pretty good rain storms going on all around us. And there's Poppy. She hasn't quite gotten used to sitting up front and driving yet, but we're hoping she'll get there. Working on getting her driver's license, obviously. Elevation 6,000 feet, and we are continuing up. I think we'll eventually hit Jacob's Lake, or Jacob Lake, at 7,900 feet. Yeah, there. Jacob Lake, 7,921. Jacob Lake Inn. There's an old, I think it's a Dodge, I'm not sure. And then as we go farther, the topography changes from tall pines, firs, and what have you to kind of scrub. And there's leaving the Kaibab National Forest. Now this, we are getting over towards the Sheep Herder Bridge area, I think it is, and we were gonna camp there on some BLM land, but wouldn't you know it, it was almost everything was taken, and it was a royal pain to get in there. Look at those evening sun colors, but we couldn't get in there because it the road was so rough and everything was taken. But it also coincided with the Aurora Borealis displays when we had the big solar flare event, and so everybody was out trying to watch those. So there you see more. I don't remember where we went after that. That's right, we went to a rest area and spent the night, and it was all blocked in and loud and smoky. Not the best night. Here's the rest area that we were at, and there's where we stayed. It's empty now, but about 2 in the morning it filled up, and there were double parks and everything. So, well, hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the end of the slideshow portion of it, and this video featured Navajo Bridge, Balanced Rock, and Lee's Ferry. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your participation helps us beat YouTube's algorithm and is greatly appreciated, and Poppy has been working hard to make this video happen. Thanks, Poppy. Okay, we will see you on the next video.